So the symbolism of this Shiva dancing on the demon of egoism is that the higher is crushing the lower. Our inner self is a God that crushes the personality's ego. And it's a beautiful symbolic image because Shiva's dancing in bliss and he's just completely in bliss, oblivious to the crushing of the egotism. He's completely unaffected by the egotism. It crushes its underfoot, and of course, the first crucifixion of the crucifixion of the egotism here, the crushing of the egotism, it all sounds very painful. But it's only as painful as that you are attachment, how much attachment you have to your own egoism. That's it. And Daskalos was always claiming, and I'm sure you've heard this many times, that the worst devils we're facing are the feelings of being wounded or offended. But why? Because the feeling of being hurt by others, the feeling of being offended by others' attitudes and behavior is 100% coming from our egoism. So it's not good to blame the offense or wounds on others. Rather, we should look within and ask the million-dollar question, why did their behavior bother me so much? Instead of blaming them for bothering me, why is it bothering me? What is it in me that's reacting so badly to the behavior of others? If you can find that and unseat it, you will be free of the feeling of being wounded and offended. Not just from one person, but from all of them. By following egoism's lead, we're in danger of becoming prideful and arrogant. By crushing our own egoism, we become humble and gentle. Crushing, like I said, the egoism is the first crucifixion. But if our thorny egoism isn't crushed, it just keeps growing more and more thorns. And sometimes we can even feel the thorns of another person. A lot of times we can feel the thorns of another person's egotism and become annoyed by them before they even say a word. Have you ever been in a place where somebody walks in the room, they don't do anything, but you're already annoyed by it? Why? What's the dynamic there? Why does that happen? It's these elementals of the egotism. They trigger you. Don't have to say a word. We may even like some people, but prefer they don't come around. We like them, but we can't stand them coming around too close because we're feeling that thorny egoism in them, even if they don't say it. And there's some people that are so thorny that virtually everyone that comes in their presence becomes immediately dissatisfied. And I'll put it in Daskalos terms. What makes a person so disagreeable that you can't stand to be around them, or that you want to run away from as fast as you can? Don't you have that feeling about some people? You just want to run away, get away from them as fast as you can. It's because they become so infected and enslaved by negative elementals that are composing their egoism. What should we do in this case? Point out their negative elementals? Tell them they have to fix this? Absolutely not. It just makes it worse. To get upset with such a person as a victim of elementals is definitely not the answer. The answer is to become aware of this psychonoetical disease, because that's what it is. It's a psychonoetical disease. Try to help them. Don't criticize them. They need your help, not condemnation. People in our society are ignored by this. They are ignored. Medicine ignores them. They don't know what to do with this kind of people. And so they receive no help. Not that they always want help, but they don't get help. Even those ones that are tortured by it and they seek help, society can't help them because they haven't quite figured out what's really happening with this yet.
I have a question on that. I work with drug addicts and homeless people, so I have a client who